long, long game tonight. I don't think you expected this to happen, especially after the first matchup with UCA, where it was such a high-scoring affair.
Yep.
What were your feelings after tonight's game?
Honestly, I knew it was going to be low scoring, and I knew it would be close. Anytime you do that, that's usually what happens. They have a good team. I mean, they're in the top of their division right now. They're fighting. The game in Fayetteville just kind of got away from them, and sometimes you just have to let it go, and I think that's what they did tonight. They had a good pitching plan. They had a couple of guys that hadn't thrown on the weekend. I thought Loftman threw a great game for them, kept us off balance. We had a lot of ground balls. We were out front. He pitched ahead of us, and on our side, I mean, it was just one pitcher after another came in and did a nice job. I thought, our starter did a tremendous job. We had to go to a couple of veteran guys to get us through, a couple innings or maybe just a couple hitters, but for the most part, Will McIntyre was outstanding again tonight for us.
Do you think that had something to do with the fact that this is so close to his hometown? He kind of wanted to put on a little bit of a show?
He put on a pretty good show last weekend in his second start of the year. I mean, here's a kid that hadn't pitched all year until 3 weeks ago and finally got his opportunity. Did a great job on a Tuesday because we've been finding ourselves behind 3 and 4 and 5-0 on Tuesdays, coming back and winning. We decided to give him the ball, and he's kind of proven that maybe we were sleeping at the wheel with him, so to speak, and really proud of him. He threw really well 3 times in a row.
Mitchell?
I was going to say, going to those, in that 10th inning, the call at first base. I know you had a conversation. Do you feel like that changed at least the tenor of the dugout? I mean, Robert coming out and getting a hit the next batter, and then.
You never know. I mean, I'm just trying to stick up for our team a little bit. We're frustrated. A little frustration from the game on Sunday where we left, the tying and winning run on base with no outs. Had a chance to win that series, and you come in here and got runners at second and third and 1 out. Earlier in the game, we don't score. Maybe I was just a little fed up with everything, and then I felt like he was safe and told him he had one call to make, and he missed it. Something like that.
Andrew, you got anything?
Coach, first time back in Central Arkansas in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Just talk about the overall experience again.
It was fun. I mean, the fans were awesome. They were loud. Probably more than ever because we were playing an in-state school and a school that's only an hour down the road at the most. I think they were a little quieter. If it had been us against somebody from out of state, I think it would have been even louder. But it was split a little bit, but obviously we had a lot of Razorback fans here. And there's only a few guys on my team that have ever experienced this. So I think they enjoyed it.
Go ahead.
You said before the game that you wanted to motivate these guys, going into a midweek game. Do you think that they had a little bit of that motivation seeing this sold-out crowd and seeing what they did tonight?
Yeah, I think the attitude was great. I even talked to the team about it right before the game when I met with them, that I just appreciated the way they bounced around. They got on the bus. They seemed happy to go. I mean, when you're playing somebody later in the season, when you have to go on the road and you're between 2 SEC conference weekends, it can be a little bit tough sometimes to get these guys excited, but they seem generally just excited to be out here.
What impressed you most about Loftman? I mean, he obviously hasn't pitched a lot this season, so there wasn't probably a lot for you guys to necessarily look at of him.
I thought he did a great job landing his fastball to his glove side, which is a way to right-handers, into lefties. He kind of did whatever he wanted, threw a lot of change-ups to the lefties. If you looked at his numbers, left-handed hitters had hit him really well this year, and right-handers had not. He handled both sides of the plate tonight pretty well, and we didn't square him up very much. Even our hits were, we had a couple balls hard at him. We had a couple good hits, but, a couple of them were kind of soft as well. And, we did just enough to win the game.
How do you feel heading into the Ole Miss series this weekend?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting out there and working with the guys tomorrow. I know all the coaches are, and kind of starting to really focus in on Ole Miss and getting back into league play. And then Thursday will be more of a full team practice. Tomorrow will be more group work, kind of getting our legs back underneath us from all the travel and playing. And then Thursday, just really, just try to focus in on what we're going to try to do to win the series against Ole Miss. It's a big series for both of us.
you switch things up at the top of the order again with Robert Ben lead off. Is that something that you think will be the case again going into the weekend, or are you trying to figure that out?
I don't know. I'm letting the players give me suggestions because I think I've hit 4 or 5 different guys lead off this year, and it's been a little frustrating. I like Robert because he can drive in runs. That's what he does. I mean, obviously his batting average is down this year, but he's still got 30 RBIs. And when he starts hitting, like I know he will, I would rather have him in the middle of the order. So I don't know yet. I'm going to sit on that one, think about it a little bit, and figure it out by Friday.
All right, Coach. It's the time.
Okay.